Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0498, indicates a low voltage condition in the EVAP canister vent shut valve circuit. This fault specifically pertains to the vent shut valve, a crucial component of the evaporative emissions control system, which prevents fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. The EVAP system is designed to capture and recycle these vapors, thereby minimizing emissions and improving vehicle efficiency. The vent shut valve is typically located near the fuel tank or within the storage canister and operates as a means of controlling airflow during the evaporation process. When this valve malfunctions, it can compromise the entire EVAP system's performance, potentially leading to increased emissions and failing emissions tests. Understanding this code's implications is a vital first step in effective troubleshooting and repair. The error description for DTC P0498 highlights a specific issue with the EVAP canister vent shut valve, which plays an integral role in regulating fuel vapor emissions. This component is part of the larger EVAP system, designed to store and manage fuel vapors, which can otherwise escape during normal vehicle operation. When the circuit shows low voltage, it indicates a malfunction that could stem from electrical issues, including open circuits or shorts in the wiring. The potential failure of this valve not only affects emissions control, but can also contribute to engine performance problems, such as poor fuel economy. The EVAP canister vent shut valve is generally located in the fuel vapor storage area, intricately interacting with sensors and the powertrain control module, PCM, to monitor and adjust vapor levels. Addressing this trouble code promptly is crucial for adhering to environmental regulations and ensuring optimal vehicle functionality. When diagnosing DTC P0498, there are several possible causes to consider. First, there may be an open in the wiring, which can occur from wear, corrosion, or physical damage to the wires connecting the EVAP canister vent shut valve. This wiring is crucial as it carries the voltage needed for the valve's operation. Next, an internal failure of the EVAP canister vent shut valve itself may be present, meaning the valve may be unable to open or close properly, potentially leading to ineffective vapor management. Another possible cause is a shorted wire connection, which can disrupt the intended voltage readings and may point to ground faults or crossed wires. All these factors can lead to low voltage conditions, making proper electrical testing essential to identify the root cause effectively. The presence of DTC P0498 can manifest in various symptoms experienced by the vehicle operator. One of the most immediate indicators is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a potential emission-related issue. Additionally, there might be a noticeable fuel smell, which signals that fuel vapors are escaping instead of being managed by the EVAP system. This symptom not only indicates a malfunction, but can also pose safety risks due to vapor inhalation or fire hazards. Poor fuel economy may also arise as the engine compensates for a disruption in the emissions control system, leading to increased fuel consumption. Lastly, there may be increased emissions during operation, which can result in failing emission test inspections. Understanding these symptoms is essential for diagnosing the underlying issue accurately. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P0498, begin by switching the vehicle ignition to the on mode without starting the engine. This action enables the vehicle's electronic systems, preparing them for diagnostic testing. Next, clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, a specialized tool designed for Honda vehicles. Clearing the DTC resets the engine control unit, allowing for accurate checking of any existing or pending codes. Subsequently, you should check for any pending or confirmed DTCs using the HDS again. If DTC P0498 is indicated, it confirms the presence of an issue that needs addressing. If not, a further evaluation of the system may be necessary. This initial step lays the groundwork for an effective diagnostic process, helping to narrow down the focus of troubleshooting efforts. In the second step of troubleshooting for DTC P0498, select the EVAP test from the inspection menu on the HDS. This diagnostic procedure targets the specific operation of the EVAP system, allowing for a close examination of the vent-shut valve's functionality. During the test, perform the EVAP CVS on command, which specifically activates the single solenoid responsible for the vent-shut valve's operation. After executing this command, once again, use the HDS to check for any pending or confirmed DTCs. If DTC P0498 appears, it indicates that the issue remains and has been successfully replicated. If the code does not appear, it suggests that this may be an intermittent failure, and you should check for poor connections or loose terminals at both the EVAP canister vent shut valve and the powertrain control module, PCM, for potential issues. For Step 3 in troubleshooting DTC P0498, begin by turning the vehicle's ignition to the off lock mode. This ensures that all electrical systems are properly deactivated before connecting or disconnecting components. Next, disconnect the 2P connector linked to the EVAP canister vent shut valve, isolating it from the electrical supply. Once disconnected, switch the vehicle's ignition to the on mode again, ensuring that the system is active while preventing the engine from starting. At this point, measure the voltage between the identified test points, specifically between test point 1 on the vent shut valve connector and test point 2 grounded on the body of the vehicle. If battery voltage is present, the FI subwire is functioning correctly, and you can proceed to the next troubleshooting step. Conversely, if there is no voltage, it indicates an open circuit in the wiring that needs to be repaired or diagnosed further. Step 4 involves conducting an internal resistance check of the EVAP canister vent shut valve. Start by ensuring that the vehicle is turned off in the lock mode to prevent any electrical interference during testing. Disconnect the 2P connector from the vent shut valve again to isolate it for proper testing. With the valve disconnected, measure the resistance between the two test points directly on the vent shut valve side using a multimeter. At room temperature, you should expect to see a resistance reading ranging from approximately 25 to 30 ohms. This measurement is critical. It confirms the internal integrity of the valve itself. If the resistance falls within this range, the component is deemed functional, allowing you to proceed to the next troubleshooting step. However, if the resistance is outside this specified range, it indicates that the valve has likely failed and needs to be replaced to restore proper functionality. In the fifth step, you will check for any potential shorts in the wiring of the vehicle speed sensor, VSS line. First, turn the vehicle to the off lock mode to prepare for safe electrical testing. Initiate this step by jumping the SCS line using the HDS, which allows for the disabling of the airbag system during this test. Then, disconnect the PCM connector A, specified as a 51P connector, ensuring that the vehicle computer is isolated from the circuit. After this disconnection, you need to check for continuity between the specified test points, PCM connector A, terminal 15, and a body ground. This step will reveal if continuity exists in the VSS line. If continuity is present, this indicates the wiring is intact, and you can move on to the following troubleshooting step. If no continuity is detected, you may need to repair the short in the VSS wire running between the PCM and the EVAP canister vent shut valve. For the final troubleshooting step, begin by connecting the specified terminals A and B with a jumper wire, facilitating continuity checks. Terminal A is the EVAP canister vent shut valve connector number 2, while Terminal B should be connected to a body ground. Ensure that all components remain disconnected from the circuit during this test. After connecting these terminals, check for continuity between test point 1, located on PCM connector A, terminal 15, and the newly grounded body ground. This critical step will determine if the VSS wire is functioning properly. If continuity is confirmed, it indicates that the wiring is without faults, and you may need to consult authorized service information regarding the DTC or consider substituting with a known good PCM. In contrast, if no continuity is found, it suggests an open in the VSS wire that must be repaired between the PCM and the vent shut valve to resolve the DTC P0498 effectively. After completing all identified troubleshooting steps, the final repair verification stage is crucial to ensure that the system operates successfully. Begin by rechecking all electrical connections related to the EVAP canister, vent shut valve, and the PCM, ensuring that no loose terminals or poor connections persist. Following this, clear the DTC once more using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, to reset the error code and prepare it for a fresh assessment. It's essential to conduct a test drive under varied driving conditions to monitor for any reoccurrence of DTC P0498 or any related symptoms. During this test drive, pay close attention to how the vehicle performs, especially regarding fuel economy and any abnormal odors. If the check engine light does not illuminate and performance is normal, you can confidently conclude that the issue has been resolved. Documenting these findings is also valuable for future reference and potential warranty claims. Preventive maintenance plays a vital role in ensuring the longevity and efficiency of the EVAP system, helping to avoid issues like DTC P0498. Regular inspections of the EVAP canister vent shut valve and its associated wiring should be part of routine vehicle maintenance. Special attention should be paid to the connectors and terminal points, checking for corrosion, sweat, or damage that can lead to functionality issues. Additionally, it is essential for drivers to maintain proper fuel levels, avoiding overfilling or allowing the tank to run near empty, as this can affect how the EVAP system operates. As environmental regulations become more stringent, ensuring the proper function of the EVAP system is increasingly vital for maintaining compliance. Implementing these preventive measures can help in mitigating future repairs, thereby improving vehicle performance and efficiency. In conclusion, understanding DTC P0498 is crucial for maintaining the proper function of your Honda Pilot's EVAP system. This trouble code points towards a serious issue related to fuel vapor emissions control that can impact vehicle performance and regulatory compliance. Effective troubleshooting involves a systematic approach that encompasses testing electrical connections, sensor operations, and ensuring the integrity of the components involved. Additionally, regular vehicle maintenance that includes inspections of the EVAP system not only enhances vehicle efficiency, but also promotes a cleaner environment. As drivers, staying informed about these issues and engaging in preventive measures is essential for the successful operation of their vehicles. By adhering to the steps outlined in this guide, you can effectively resolve DTC P0498 and ensure the longevity of your Honda Pilot. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.